What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to KvltDeFi. This is the channel where we bring you the latest and greatest in innovations in tech, in decentralized finance, more specifically on PulseChain, and even more specifically in the DevJacob ecosystem on PulseChain. Thanks very much for joining me again for this Tuesday weekly update. You might notice I sound a bit hoarse today. Basically, I'm a bit under the weather. I'm feeling a bit sick. My missus got sick at the end of last week, and it carried over into the weekend. And I on Sunday night, I thought, okay, maybe I've escaped this, but no, I didn't. So I haven't. So there might be a little bit of coughing on the stream. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so wow, what a week it's been, right? since our last update. Well, let's start from the beginning, I suppose. Pulse, the Pulse, Hex, incentive token, everything's going through the roof. I have to say, and we'll get to it in a moment, but our own ecosystem too, we've seen some things pretty much going a bit of a tear, and we'll get to that in a minute. But really, what I want to do tonight is really talk about, as I do, talk about all of the DevJacob ecosystem projects, where we are with them all, pretty much what's going on, next steps, you know, that sort of thing. I'm assuming that we will have some pretty new people that are going to be here. If you're not here now, that's no problem at all. If you're part of the replay gang, really, thanks very much. Make sure you do like, subscribe, notification bell. If you're watching this now, if you're watching it on YouTube, please share it around. If you're watching it on X, please retweet this around so we can get some people in here, because we have a bunch of stuff to talk about. If you're joining us on Twitch, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow. And you can see now, really, that the sentiment, right? And I've said this a few times, right? I've said this a few times. The sentiment around green candles it never ceases to amaze me, right? Literally 2 weeks ago, you know, the PulseChain community at each other's necks. Everyone hates each other. You know, oh, it's over. What we're going to do this is the end. Doom and gloom, misery. And we see a couple of days of up and to the right, a few green candles, and it's literally, oh, we're so back. This is it. We're not stopping now. Watch us fly. And that's not just from people messing around on X. That's some of the main influencers in the PulseChain community, some of the big content creators. Yeah. And I always say it's fun, you know, it's red candle syndrome, right? Red candle syndrome is real. It's a real thing. It hurts. And as soon as green candles come, everybody's friends again. Everybody loves each other again, and all sins are forgiven, and all this type of stuff, right? Because when we have green candles, and when PulseChain is moving forward, and everyone has this this drive to promote PulseChain again, right? You know, really promote it, get it out there. What generally tends to happen is that negative focus tends to go to other communities, right? So we see people calling out Solana, calling out all these other blockchains and all these other communities that are out there, and because, you know, this is our little corner of crypto, this is our little corner of the world, and we want to, you know, support that, right? So I think we can get into a few of. Oh, actually, we'll jump to the chat first. Who have we got in there? Hey, Arnie, back again. Thanks very much. Pretty much every stream now. Thanks. Sorry, I'll have a little sip. If anyone, here's a little bit of advice from an Irishman for you, right? If you're feeling a bit under the weather, make yourself a fresh ginger tea. So grate some ginger into hot water, boil it for 5-10 minutes, and mix in some honey, lemon, and a drop of Jameson. Shh. Drop of Jameson. It works. It really works. You should have heard me halfway through the day today. I was actually afraid I might have to cancel and reschedule this. But Aaron, thanks very much for being back here. Then thanks for the tea. Yeah, because you said gay ready, not get ready. Cool. Yeah, so I want some of you guys to remember what I did last Monday of last week. Yeah, I went on stream with Stu from Signum, right? Signum is the first decentralized oracle on PulseChain. We know that the DevJacob ecosystem projects, a lot of our projects were waiting for this oracle, and now we have one, right? But we're not the only ones that are waiting for this, right? This is hugely important piece of infrastructure for Pulse Chain. Okay, what you can literally do here, you can put in your wallet address, you can claim from this faucet. Now, Jacob designed this faucet; it's one of ours, and you can claim 75,000 of these tokens. You can go through some of the videos that they have. Neil for T-shirts did a video which I shared around, where he basically showed how to set up to become a reporter, basically for the Oracle. I suggest that everybody does that. We can see so far that 121 people have actually claimed these free test tokens to do the setting up. You should go and do it too. Oh, sorry, hang on. Okay, yeah, so it's very simple to do. I know that they're pushing some updates where literally you will be able to set up with a couple of clicks, really. So keep an eye on that. You can see here on this page, it's testfaucet.signum.run. Get over there, claim these. You can see, I would suggest joining their Telegram, right? Their Telegram that's where you get all the updates, and there will be a lot of people in there which can answer any questions that you may have. Okay, I'm not really covering that. It's just because we need it. Get over there and start. Well, really claim your tokens. See if reporting is something that you want to do. Right? I think Fast Abdul said. I want to say it was about 6 weeks ago now. I think. No, time flies in crypto. It might even just be a month, maybe. But he said that there's a potential to make more money from being a reporter here than there is being a validator for Pulse Chain. I don't know about that, but go and check it out for yourselves, right? And see what you can do about it. What can happen? Okay. In our little world, right? We saw some pretty interesting things over the last week, right? We know now, this has been said many times, right? Hart's law, right? When the price of a token, price of a main token goes up, any other tokens that are tied with that liquidity-wise will also tend to rise, right? I think we saw that with most of the tokens on Pulse Chain over the last week, but that coupled with a bunch of buys. I don't want to take any credit for it because I don't think I did any at all. But I've been telling people now for the last month, 6 weeks maybe, with the move to on-chain for the casino project, right? So if anyone's watching that doesn't know this, we have BNB pot and we have PulseBot and PulsePredict. Okay, the two pots are basically the world first decentralized crypto casino, right? Truly decentralized. It's players and smart contracts. That's it. And later on in it's supposed to be actually later on this year. We were talking about earlier, but probably be pushed back a bit. But in the future, there's going to be a complete rebranding. Okay, so the BNB pot, PulseBot, and PulsePredict will all come under a new name. That name is called onchain.bet. Okay, onchain.bet is going to be the new brand of casino. Any other future chain deployments that we do in the future will all be on one chain. Sorry, on chain. So I definitely suggest do your homework into the casinos, because, like I tell people, however many tokens you have, in my personal opinion, not financial advice, but you don't have enough. Okay, you don't have enough. But saying that, another reason that I say you don't have enough is because in the last week, this happened to PulseBot. Look at that, right? Now, some of that obviously will be because Pulse Chain was rising, but if you were in the Telegrams, you will see those buys coming in, buy. Some nice, very, very nice buys. And ultimately, it resulted in PulseBot really doing like a 4.5x in the last week. 4.5x in the last week. Who said there's no gains to be made in crypto? I think this is phenomenal. I think this is absolutely phenomenal, guys. And this is basically the way everything is now. Is it because of the news of the Oracle? Maybe. Is it because I keep telling people you don't have enough? Maybe. Is it because Pulse Chain did its nice little run up? that would partly be responsible, but the sheer number of buys that have been coming in have been crazy, right? So we have a lot of new holders, a lot of new people in. We can see a lot of people playing the games. I won't go to the website to show the games now. I did that over the last few weeks. You know what they are. Really, not financial advice, but this is going places, and we know the future plans that we have. I can tell you, there's on-chain is going to be massive, guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge. It's going to be all of those buzzwords, whatever you want to say. But my advice is not financial advice, but if you really think about it, do you have enough tokens? Probably not, right? If you just go and look at some of the wallet holders, some of the holders, nah, you don't, right? So there's some big things happening. Okay, let's go back into the chat here. What's Aaron is saying? Grog. Yes, it's kind of a grog, but it's basically a hot whiskey, right? It's in Ireland we have something called a hot whiskey, which is basically whiskey, hot water, lemon, sometimes cloves, maybe a bit of sweetener every now and again. But I like to put ginger in mine because I like ginger tea all the time anyway. And it's very, very good. But still, you can hear that I have a tickle in my throat. I think this illness is probably just starting. Actually, I don't think I've escaped it. What's Wookie saying? Wookie has his eyes on you. Thank you, Wookie. Hey Archie. Hey Archie. How you doing? Fantastic work again, Archie. Looking forward to the next episode of the podcast that's come up. That was really cool. Anyone that doesn't know, Archie has a fantastic marketing strategy in place. He's doing a hell of a lot of stuff over NEXO. You've probably seen some of the posts. Now, if you are watching us on X, every morning, I've been saying this, every morning when you get on your phone, search hashtag mafia, right, to get the ticker. And you will find every post that has been put up. Do us a favor and just mass push those out, right? Push them out as much as you can. Mafia is starting to heat up. They're starting to get a lot faster. We will definitely go into it. We've seen some pretty interesting things happen over the last few days in Mafia. So we'll get to talking about that, and we'll talk about some updates too. I have some updates to tell you guys. Not buying that. Don't know what that is. If that was about the casino projects, then hey, it's on you. Doesn't really matter. Okay, I will stop sharing that again, because even though it looks so pretty, we'll go back to this. Okay, right. So to recap on the pots. Okay, so BNBpot.io, postbot.io, first decentralized casinos, truly decentralized, right? Right now, price is ticking up. You can see that Postbot did a 4.5x in the last week. Guys, that is nothing compared to what can happen, right? That we know that there's plans in place. We know things are happening, right? So just grab yourself some bags, right? Some big bags, some heavy bags, and sit on them and just wait to see the fireworks. Wait to see the fireworks. Okay, there was something else. We know that right now there's a sacrifice open for PulseChain USD. Okay, PulseChain for anyone that doesn't know, is an algorithmic stablecoin that Jacob and team have developed. It's pretty much ready, actually. I mean, I would probably say, this is a guess from me, but from conversations that have been had and from some updates that are going on, I would expect it to be about 80% of the way there. There was a few months ago, there was a working prototype on the website, right? Actually, I will share the website. Actually, I won't share that yet because I will share it with my referral code. I'm not touting for it. I'm just saying it's there if you want to use it. But there was a working prototype, right? Jacob pretty much believes that he has solved the problems with algorithmic stablecoins, right? Especially what happened to Luna. Luna just went into an infinite mint, and it literally it just killed itself. Jacob has decided he's worked out that he can really keep the peg of the stablecoin by using stability miners, right? And when the working prototype was there, I mean, if you looked at that peg, I mean, that it was the, I don't know how do you word this? It was the most strongly held peg in all stablecoins that we saw at the time that were running around, and it's there, right? A lot of people have been asking in the Telegram what's happening with it, because there was, it's been going on for a few months now, but we haven't hit the sacrifice, right? The sacrifice we need a minimum of $1 million because when you're launching a stablecoin, you need to set super thick liquidity, right? And the liquidity has to come from somewhere, right? So the decision was made to have a sacrifice. I think we're about 50% of the way there. Pretty sure we're about 50% of the way there. But there are certain referrals to do with this, okay? So what I would suggest is go and have a look, PUSDxALGO. If you choose to sacrifice, you can get, once you do actually sacrifice, you can get a referral link, okay? So these referral links go around, and people share them around, and there is a maximum of a 20% bonus on whatever you sacrifice, okay? That is what I have, okay? I have the maximum 20%. So what I will do, I will share that in here just for you guys, just so you have it. If you're watching on X, it's also the pin post on my profile, so you can have a look there. So if you sacrifice, let's say, for example, right, just pie in the sky numbers. Let's say you sacrifice $5,000, okay? With the 20%, that automatically turns into $6,000. But there is also in Pulse USD a secondary bonus feature, okay? So if you sacrifice anything more than $1,000, then you will get, through an RNG, you will get a random accelerator on that up to a 2x, right? So I think it's like 1.01 to 2x. So if you were lucky, let's say, so if you were to sacrifice $5,000, my 20% bonus turns it into 6,000 for you. And if you get the 2x bonus, there you go, your 5,000 sacrifice is now turned into $12,000 sacrifice, okay? $12,000 in a brand new stablecoin that can really revolutionize stablecoins, right? Algorithmic stablecoins. And in my personal opinion, I know Hex Token Superman, we've discussed this a few times. I know he believes, as I do, that this project protocol has the potential to be a flagship product for Pulse Chain. Like, hand to heart, I really truly believe it, right? Fixing an algorithmic stablecoin, getting one right, is one of the biggest innovations in all of crypto. I said that a bunch of times. So if it's a thing that you want to have a look in more detail, go to the website. If it's a thing that you do want to sacrifice, make sure you use someone's link, okay? If you're going to sacrifice, get a bonus through someone, whether it's me or for someone else. So do that, okay? Absolutely do that. Make sure you do your homework. Go over to Hex Token's channel. He did a really good interview with Jacob a while back, and he created a playlist which breaks down all the sections of this algorithmic stablecoin. So I definitely recommend go and listen to that, because it's the best one that's out there so far. Okay, so go and do that. I hope my coughing isn't disturbing you guys too much, but we will get through it. We shall persevere. We shall persevere. Who else have we got here? So we got Dalton Donica says, "What's up? How's it going? Thanks for joining us." Don't recognize the name, so you must be someone new. Thank you. If you are over because of Richie and the Black Thistles, thanks very much. You're welcome. You're welcome. My jackpot game of the week is still up on BNB. Yeah, basically, look, the thing with the jackpot is you need someone to take the other side of the bet, and also until a following bet comes in to start the wheel, ready for the next bet, it won't spin. So stick one in. So stick one in. Yep, there is the referral code again. It is in the comments for you guys to watch. If you're watching on X, you can find it in my pin post. Okay, really have a look at it, because we know the most important time to get into the algorithmic stablecoin running is really before this bull market ends, and we're just entering it now. So the faster we hit that number, the faster we can get it out there. The faster we get it out there, the faster we can all start making use of it, because it's absolutely shit hot, really. Archie is saying, oh, okay, there we go. So Dalton Donica is a capo of the directorate. Welcome, welcome. Speaking of mafia, okay, let's get on to mafia just a little bit. All right, I will share the mafia page first. I will share this page first because I just want to show people something which I think is really actually quite cool. Hey, Hexpimp is here, and he says, what's up, guys? I'll catch you on the replay. That's no problem at all. Thanks very much. I appreciate you popping in anyway. Okay, so this is BNB Pot, right? BNB Pot, we have seen in the last week, we've seen the number of members jump up, right? Look, we're 10 away from 1,000. You know that on Pulse Mafia, we hit 1,000 active members. I think yesterday. I know that Jacob posted on X about it. We hit 1,000. That was absolutely fantastic. Like I think it's great to hit 1,000, and you can see we're tallying it over here quite well actually. We have 20 crime families, right? Now, if we look into crime families, this is what I brought up. Okay, if you were watching just a few days ago, I did a stream with Richie from Crypto Mischief, right? Crypto Mischief, Richie. He's a founder himself. He creates ROI data projects and passive income projects on various chains. He hasn't done anything on Pulse Chain right now, but when I spoke to him a while ago about Mafia, he said, "Oh my God, this is right up the street." Okay, very interesting project. Let's have a look at it, see what we can do. Right, Richie himself on his YouTube channel, he has like 30,000 subs. He has his own Telegram where he has 2,500 people. Pretty active community over there too. And a few days ago on stream, he said, "Okay, yeah." So he created his character. He did that live, so I showed him how to do the walkthrough. And afterwards, he said he was going to set up a family at a later date. He ended up doing it that night. And they're called the Black Thistles, right? And we can see that the Black Thistles, literally in 2 days now. Richie, well done. Everyone in the Black Thistles, your community, well done, right? I'm proud of you all. You've done something really. People have been saying, "Oh, there's no way if I start a family now, it's too late, it's too late." Guys, you can't afford to be thinking like that, right? The game is not even live yet. It's still early access, right? It's still early access. So you can literally do what Richie did, and he opened his family, right? He has 35 members here, we can see. They're in the number 6 position, right? So technically, they're already earning from the vault, right? They actually been sliding between the 6th and the 5th position for a couple of days. Why did my MetaMask open? Oh, because I'm not connected. I'll close that. Oh, my nose is running too, guys. Jesus Christ, I'm dying over. Yeah, so when that decides to open, it's open on one screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. Connection's gone. Nope, still here. Okay, so literally, Richie opened this. You can see he's added the background. He's got his logo. So his family so far, they got millions in the bank. Millions in the bank. They got 66,000 bullets, right? What Richie did, he basically said to his community, "Look, if you create a character and you want to play the game, pop into the game and I'll give you a key to get you started," right? And people were opening stuff like crazy with their keys. And so far, they managed to pull a bullet factory, they pull a roulette table, and they pull the bank. There's a lot more people coming to his community. We can see here, there's a bunch of people. Look, a bunch of people have Mafia that's not staked yet, but I know that they're going to be doing. Yeah, really, I think this in what 56 hours, I think it is now. 56 hours? No, it's not. Is it 72 hours already? Yeah, it might be 72 hours already. That he's been doing this, and he's managed to put himself into 6th position, jumping between 6th and the 5th. Okay, this is what you can do. If anyone's out there and you're thinking about joining a family, go and do your research. Do your research into which family works for you. There's a lot of the families are different, not just in how they're ran, but the things that they expect from the members, the things that they can offer the members, all those things. Okay, so if you're thinking about it, it costs you on BNB, it costs you 60 cents to create a character, 2,000 Mafia. On Pulse, that is, I guess, around $3 ish, right? 2,000, just 2,000 Mafia, guys. Set up your character, get into the game, because the sooner you get into the game and learn about the game, you can start to create a strategy, and you can start to really make the game sort of work for you, right? We know that there are people right now that are in this. They create a character. All they do is buy keys and open crates all day long, and then put those on the marketplace, or put the crappy ones on the marketplace. Or no, not crappy. That was the wrong word. But for them, right? Because, or maybe it's just multiples. People have multiples of stuff. People have stuff that you don't really want to hang on to. Maybe it's not part of their strategy to own a business. Maybe they just want to sell those, and and it's happening. People are doing it. People are making real money. They're making real money from doing it. So I would absolutely recommend getting over there and doing it, because every few days, pretty much, it's pretty much weekly now. I think we're getting into the stride now. Whereas every week, Jacob is pushing out updates. We saw updates today around Player Plus profiles. I know there was a bit of downtime for an hour or two in early afternoon for me. And that's because Player Plus has been, there's some small tweaks to it, which again, all for the betterment, right? Sorry, I'm going to have another drink of this hot whiskey. Very good. Okay, I have a bunch of stuff here. Yes. Okay, so there is an update which is coming tonight, right? Which should be out literally in the next couple of hours, I think. I think Jacob was saying the next couple of hours. And it's going to be a bulk item transfer. So right now we know that you can transfer stuff individually to different wallets, right? You are going to be able to do bulk transfers. I think that is going to be very important for families. I think it's going to be very important for people that want to set up other characters. So maybe offensive character, defensive character, you know, that sort of thing. Maybe you have a character that you want him to, I don't know, be holding all the money, and that character is hiding somewhere. I don't know. It really, there's so many different strategies people are playing in this game. It's hard to keep track of all of them, right? But bulk item transfer, I think, is going to be huge for this game. I think it's something which is really important, especially in a tight spot. If you think someone's going to come after you, imagine saying they're trying to. If you have like 100 or 200 or 500 different items, right? Oh, my nose is starting to run a bit, boys and girls. Yeah, so that's happening. We have actually. No, okay, so let's go back to the Black Thistles, right? So Richie's doing great. They're headquartered in Bogota. His family are staking like crazy. They're moving up the ranks like absolutely mad. Okay, like absolutely mad. We know that Richie did his recruitment video. He put it out literally the day after that we had the stream. Crypto Pride did a recruitment video for the Untouchables, and they're in an allegiance with, in an alliance with the OGs, right? So they sort of have the recruitment video out. I spoke to Ladybug. I know that she's doing one as well. And don't forget that Ladybug is a member of the syndicate, right? So there's going to be recruitment videos going out. Something which I think is going to happen now. I don't know, because obviously I don't really have any input into recruitment videos that they're doing. Maybe I can offer suggestions once I see them all and stuff like that, but it's really up to them. But it would be good to do a recruitment video for new people, right? Why is not so much why you should join this family, but how you go about joining a family, what the ultimate strategy is for the game, what sort of mentorship you can get. I think mentoring is going to be important in this game, because the game is so big, right? You know, we've been here since the beginning, and it's still a job to keep up with all the new updates as we go. Imagine 6 months from now when someone is joining the game, and you know they pop their head up and they're just like, oh my god, what the hell am I looking at here, right? It can be absolutely massive. Let's get into chat here quickly again. What is going on? Wookie says nice. Yeah, that's about the update. That's cool. Archie said that's awesome. Transferring an item at one at a time is painful. Yeah, it can be. It really can be. Oh my god, my nose. Okay, so yeah, so that's happening, right? So keep an eye on that, guys, because that should be in the next couple of hours, right? So if part of your strategy is to be to have multiple characters, and you know that some of your characters are like I said, some of the offense, some of them are more defense, and you know that you need to manage that. This bulk transfers is something which is pretty cool for you, something which you're going to need, right? Where's my, there it is. I don't know why that disappeared. What else is going on? So Jacob and team have been working quite hard today, actually. I have notes on here too. Oh yes, sorry, I will share a screen again. We'll share a screen again. What's this? Now this is something which I think now we know that Jacob and team are always they always listen, right, to ideas. Okay, well, I like to say there's no such thing as a bad idea, right, until it is, right. But so far in this game, there have been a number of features really that have been presented by the community, and Jacob and team have thought that they were good enough and interesting enough for the game that they've implemented them, right. I know Archie's here. Archie was responsible for a few of those, I'm sure. Okay, but game support is here now. So on the wiki, you can find this. Literally just type in game support, and you can see. So if it's a thing that you have a feature suggestion that you think will be cool for the game, get in touch with the team. If it's a general question that maybe something can't be answered in the telegrams, right, from the community, it's something that has to be done from a development standpoint, let them know. If it's a thing that you want to report a bug, let them know, right. It's basically like a Google form, so you just fill out it's Google form. So fill out your Google form and send it in, right. Now listen, don't be expecting answers literally within a few minutes, right. It depends when they're going to get back to you, right. We have no control over that. We don't anyway. So yeah, I think that's a really cool feature too. There's been a lot of stuff in the telegrams, literally people asking the same question over and over and over again, right, because no one has got back to them, or maybe one of the guys just didn't see it, right? They just didn't see it in the, because I wake up some mornings, there's like 300 or 400 messages in those telegrams, right. Archie saying this is awesome. Yes, it is. So yeah, I think this is a fantastic feature. This game is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, guys. Bigger and bigger and bigger. I need to remove this one and add another one, which is here. This is also one that I really like, right. There's updates coming too. There's updates coming, well, to the family page, right. We know that Jacob put out a post, an update in the telegrams a few days ago. I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 days ago now. Well, he was saying this because of the land tiles. He thought that there was going to be 1,000 land tiles for the infrastructure of the game, and then 500 land tiles which are going to be like the important ones. But he said through all their testing, it looks it's going to be split 750 ish. So he thinks that it might be best to only have 10 cities instead of 11. So if that is the thing that's coming, families out there, you need to know about it. Okay, you need to start planning accordingly. I don't imagine that it will be any of the main ones, if you like. It'll probably be whichever one has the least amount of input into it at the moment, I guess. I don't know, just pie in the sky thoughts. But yeah, so keep that in mind, that will be coming. Also, this is kind of really I brought this page up because I want to try and let people know, especially people that are coming into the game, new into the game, what are the benefits of joining a family, right? People are asking me all the time, is it literally just about staking? Is it literally just about protection? Well, yes and no, and it's a combination of all of it, right? So listen, Family Plus, right, is when 50% or more of the family members are at Premium Plus players, right? So Premium Plus is what helps you hide your inventory, gives you extra worth in the game, etc. You will automatically be updated to Family Plus, okay? The benefits of having Family Plus is the family has increased worth. You have increased capital payouts, right? That has to be a big one for all you guys. You have an increased bank interest rate, also awesome. Increased headquarters size, availability, okay, and you can create allegiances, okay. Now, look, as always, this is a living document, so things can change. But if you have a family, getting a family to Family Plus status has benefits, okay. It has big benefits. So if you're in a family and nothing's happening right now, speak to your dons, speak to whoever you have to, speak to your leadership team, your management team, and ask them to start getting you guys towards Player Plus, right? It will be important. If it's important now, it's going to be hugely important down the line. Otherwise, the feature wouldn't be here already, okay? So keep that in mind. Definitely keep that in mind. Oh my goodness, guys, I think I might have to cut this short, but we will persevere. We will keep going, right? Now, I wanted to this is Player Plus, right? This is where most people have been asking, right? Key benefits of having a player plus. Okay, 10% extra on your worth. You get every month. You get 2 free keys. Right? There's a countdown. Once you get player plus, there's a little countdown near where your inventory is. You get 2 free keys every single month. Right? When the land tiles come out, those things are going to be absolutely massive. I think on BNB, I think there was 14 business objects left, business items, businesses left. There's 47.8 million mafia still left, right, in the crates. So keys are very important. There's a lot of stuff up for grabs, right? We know that some of the guys are opening crates like crazy the last week or so. Someone made nearly $10,000 last week just from selling the items that they got from the crates. Okay, so you can earn money right now in this game, even before launch, right? You really can. Right, give me 2 seconds. I need to blow my nose. I don't want you to see it. Right, I'll be back. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so you get unlimited page clicks. I don't know if any of you noticed, right? Because I actually have a couple of characters that don't have player plus. And you are limited to how many clicks you can do. It literally says, like, a little screen comes up and says, hey, you know, slow down there, champ, or something. I don't know. You also get an AI generated video avatar. We can see that. I know in the Telegram, since the update today, in the Telegram, there's actually a bunch of these animated characters now that are running around, which I think is pretty cool. What else? So custom profile description box. The most important thing really at this early stage, I think, and it will be important as well moving long term, is that your inventory, your character inventory, is hidden from other players. If you're just a normal player and you have this huge inventory, obviously there's a potential there when the game starts that you're going to be targeted because you might have something that somebody wants. Yeah, at least if your inventory is hidden, it makes it a little bit more difficult. You have actually a little bit of security. Okay, and it says here that Player Plus adds 5% profit increase to owned businesses of yours. Right. Oh, and you can use the kill simulator when that comes out, but that's now, yeah, so don't really have to worry about that too much. There we go. That's better. Yeah. So those are really the big things, right? What else was there? The bulk transfer thing is coming. The support, I think the support is excellent. That's coming. There have been some fixed issues today. I know that there was an OTC issue on the exchange. Now, bear in mind that the exchange update literally was just pushed last week, guys. Right, so there are going to be some fine tuning, obviously. Right, I know some people are kind of having a meltdown in the TG, but listen, everything is early access. Everything's work in progress. Right, the whole idea is build this, test it, make sure it works, because the full game isn't out yet. Right, we want to make sure that if there are going to be any issues, they happen now while we're in early access. Okay, so if you find something, let us know. That's why Jacob created the game support. Right, so you can go and have a look at that. There was an issue about the extended player plus. Yeah, we saw that. To fix the ability to convert notification credits into in-game cash. Yeah, that's something which is new, right? Notification credits, basically in-game notification credit will tell you if somebody is trying to attack you. They might tell you if, I'm guessing they'll probably tell you, like, if you have a bullet factory, for example, how many bullets you're producing. I think it'll be, you've reached critical number. I'm guessing they'll be telling you things about cooldown. You have cooldown time, but you have to purchase these notifications, these credits, right? Because if you don't have them, if you don't have them and you don't get notified that someone's trying to kill you at, I mean, I don't want to say 3 o'clock in the morning when you're asleep, you will get the notification, but what's to say you're going to see it at that time anyway, right? But those notifications will be pushed out, right? If you're playing the game and somebody's trying to attack you, you should know about that before it gets too serious, right? And that's exactly what these notification credits do. Okay, so that's done. Yeah, the key. So things that are coming soon. Jacob was saying the things that are coming soon. The keys exchange with volume bonuses coming soon. Remember, guys, if you have any items now on the exchange, you can convert those into in-game cash inside the game. Some items are worth more than others, right? If you have a bunch of items in your inventory, which maybe you have doubles of things and you're not selling them on the marketplace for whatever reason, have a look on the exchange tab on the website, and you can see convert, right? You can literally click on one of your items and it'll tell you how much income cash you would get for the item if you were to continue the purchase or the conversion. Okay, so definitely, I mean, go and have a look. I know right now, I know cars are getting big money, real big money right now. I haven't looked at anything else. I mean, I've put some into the game because I want to test out and see how it's going. Got a nice little chunk of money across a few different characters, which is pretty cool. I'm not in the family, right? So I can't stake my mafia for the 0.5% interest. It's a bit of a bummer, but not the other world. I want to give shout outs to Archie and to Bob Tilla Don. There was people talking about killing people the other day, and I thought, if nobody really knows who my characters are, I mean, a couple of them are like they're for demo purposes, so you'll see them. They're not. I'm not hiding anything. I thought, how could I? Because I want to be able to play all aspects of the game, so that I can report the game to you guys, so we teach you guys how to play it, that sort of thing. I thought, wouldn't it be fucking useless if I built all this time building up a character, and because I'm not in the family, I don't have any protection, I just died. So so I put a comment in the Telegram, and both of the guys, Archie and Bob, both said that their families have got my back, basically, which I think is very nice of them. Thanks very much. I'll let you know what the characters are when we get closer to launch. I do have some of my own little plans for the game, and maybe I'll reveal those at a later date. But I want to play this game too, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay. Yeah. So, another big thing which is coming, right? There's going to be in the game. Now, this is something which is really cool too. There's going to be a global game statistics page. So I think we'll be able to see all the little action that's going on. What's going on here? Sorry, I wasn't right. Archie said, "We know how to fix the staging situation issue." Well, I think I know what that is. We can talk offline, I guess, but I'm pretty sure that's I can't join a family. I can't do it. I can't do it. It wouldn't be fair to the other families, right? It wouldn't be fair, because obviously I need, sometimes I'm privy to early information, like what to give you guys updates, and that sort of thing. So, but I need to keep a level playing field. I need to keep it fair. But this game goes on for years. Who knows what can happen? Who knows what can happen? There's some very interesting things happening. I personally have my own little strategies and play with stuff that I want to do, and when the time comes, I will let people know. Actually, I know I'm just giving you a hard time. It's all right. Still a hard time. I appreciate being headhunted. What can I say? Yeah. So hey, so global statistics page, right? That is going to be great. That's going to be great for this game. Imagine new people that are coming to play this game and they want to see how many characters are left, how many characters have been killed, how many businesses have, how many land tiles have returned to zero again, right? All of these sort of things, plus whatever else Jacob has in his mind. This game just gets added to and added to and added to. It's becoming an absolute beast. And obviously Jacob looks at this many steps ahead, right? Because he knows kind of what the ultimate goal is going to be, I guess, for what he's doing. So this is just full on. This is full on. Boys and girls, if you look, 2000 Mafia, create your character. 2000 Mafia. Join the telegrams. Look, you can see they're running down here in the banner across the bottom, right? We know we have the game wiki. The game wiki is huge, right? It's absolutely massive. We know it's a big homework job to learn it all, to go through it all. It's a big homework job. To understand it all properly, it's a big homework job. But I will say that it's definitely worth your time to go through. Now, that is just about the game. If you want to learn what the game is, right? If you want to learn how the best strategy for you, or maybe the best thing that you could do as a player inside the game, inside a family or not, there is a website, which is also in the banner down there, right? It's called mafia-hq.com, right? That is a website which is set up by Archie, and it basically teaches you how to be a good player in the game, not just what the game is, right? It's about teaching you what you can get out of the game and what you can put into the game, right? We know that in this game, you can get as much out of it as you want to put in, right? If you put in a lot of effort, you can really rank your character up very quickly, and you can start earning some real money very, very fast. If you want to just do what pie in the sky, I'll throw in, I'll just have a look, see what's going on. You can do that too as a player. If you don't even want to play the game, but you know that the game is going to be successful, or you believe it's going to be successful, then you can just buy the token, sit on it, and just speculate on the price of the token, right? Because this game it's so big. It's on 2 chains. Don't forget, it's on 2 chains. It's the same game on 2 chains. It's on 2 chains. God knows what other chains might be introduced in the future, right? Because remember, Jacob said this is a game. He wants to see this game going on for, I think he said 20 years at one stage. This game doesn't turn off. Families are going to come and go. New players are going to come all the time. People are going to be killed. Land, ownership of land tiles and all this is going to constantly be changing, right? And obviously, as the game, in more to the future, the game will evolve too, right? There'll be new things that come up. Maybe you guys would suggest something that Jacob implements further down the line. All of these things are happening. So just create your character, have a sniff around, have a look around, right? For the sake of it, get yourself a bag of Mafia. Not financial advice, but look, we're all in crypto, okay? If you have the opportunity to get into a project before it really launches, from a trusted team, tried and tested, battle tested, really. Project's been around through bear markets, still here. Bull market's coming. Many different projects under the belt. Well-known team within the community. Well-trusted team within the community. Even other developers praise our development team. Right, it happens all the time. If you saw that all on paper and said, bloody hell, that sounds like a really good project, or that sounds like a really good team to back, right? Back the horse. Don't just back the project or the protocol, right? If you saw that all on paper, you'd probably want to, dip your toe in the water, right? And this is exactly what we're offering you here right now. Just look, everyone's starting to make money now. When the bull market is raging and people have a lot of disposable income, they're going to come and start snapping up these Mafia tokens. And BNB Mafia market cap is what, 330,000. Like, oh my god, if you don't think I'm not even going to speculate on future market cap, but it's a steal. It's an absolute steal. Pulse Mafia is what, 1 point something. I haven't looked over the last few days. Anyone that is new to this, new to watching me, you need to know I don't really look at charts. I'm a firm believer in playing the long game. I invest in projects which I think are really cool, projects that I think have a lot of longevity, and that's where I make the gains, right? I don't do trading. If something funny comes across my lap, like I remember there was that Dick with Buck when that first launched. It was because it first launched and it started to go that I bought some, but I'm not really. I don't look at charts often. Obviously, can't help but look at charts of what Hex is doing, right? And PulseX and Incentive Token, and there's a bunch of others. Can't help but look at those charts because it's all you see all over X. People are posting the charts on there, so I have no way to not look at them, right? But I don't go searching for stuff, not really. Yeah, guys, I kind of think that's about it. To be honest with you, my nose is starting to drive me crazy. We're kind of approaching an hour anyway, which is usually where we are with this, so that's not terrible. This week I have 2 lives, which are going to be towards the end of the week. Now, obviously, depending on how ill I am, we will see. But I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. So wait and see my notification for those. I am talking, I can tell you another bit of news. I am talking to another influencer on B&B. They like the look of Mafia. They have a community. They have a community. Look, they have a community that just love these type of projects, right? This person I'm talking to as well loves these type of projects. It was actually a great little case study, I want to say, with the Black Thistles, because it just goes to show you can come out of, you can open a family, come out of nowhere, and absolutely blast this thing and become one of the top families, right? Almost straight away. So it's definitely something worth having a look at, we will, look, all I can say is we will get to where we need to be. I absolutely believe it. But yeah, so there will be another family coming. Yes, Archie said the Black Thistles did do a good job. They did. Hey, look, you can't knock them. It's like they jumped up into fifth, sixth position, 5 and 6, 5 and 6. Now they're floating around in 72 hours. 72 hours. And Richie, I know Richie loves these type of games. Richie is going to be jumping into this big time, and fair play to him, onwards and upwards. Okay, but yes, there are more coming. So be prepared to see more families, right? If you're in a family that are maybe one of the lower ranked families, this. Hey, get some members. Start opening up these crates. Get your keys, opening up these crates, and rank your family up. That's how you're going to do it, right? I know the people that open families and kind of set back, and they were like, "Oh, the game's not even live yet, so it doesn't really matter." But we can say moving some of these top families out of their positions is going to be extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. But ultimately, the more families, the merrier. The more families, the merrier, right? So, with that being said, guys, look, like, subscribe, reach out to me. I think I'm going to go downstairs and have another one of these. Very, very tasty. I'm not a whiskey snob. If anyone's going to ask me, yes, I'm Irish. Yes, I do like whiskey, but I'm not a whiskey snob at all. I like just tried and true good whiskey. Set your family up. Jump into Telegrams. t.me/PLS Mafia. t.me/BNB Mafia game. Speak to the guys in there. Reach out. If you jump into Telegrams and you're asking the right questions, like if people see that you're actually engaging, you want to try and engage people, you're asking the right questions. Tell me how I can do this, not just when launch, all this type of crap. If you're engaging with the community, you will find that they'll go back to you very quickly, and some of the families will snap you up. That's how you really go to win in Mafia. Really, it's engaging with the community, because the community is where the community is where it's at. We know that 70% of the game will be played in the Telegrams, in the chats. Strategy in the chats, not literally just walking around the streets in the game trying to find people. So do your homework there. Please like, subscribe, notification bell would be nice. If you're watching this on X, please subscribe. Please retweet this. Please, every morning, #Mafia. Retweet everything that comes up. There's a bunch of stuff now. I probably want to say there's probably 30. I want to say maybe 30 Mafia messages, posts that go out on a daily basis that I can see. From the regular posters, right? There's a bunch of new people coming all the time. I see people are actually actively creating posts. The families are starting to actively create their own posts now as well, which is great. We're going to see another big ramp up with that too as well, now with the Black Thistles, now with the other families that are coming, right? So #Mafia, searches, get it all out there. We're going to win at this game. We're going to win at this crypto thing. I think we got it covered, boys and girls. I think we got it covered. Right. If you want to reach out to me, my DMs are open. KvltDeFi, KvltDeFi. If it's a thing that you like what we do here, you're more than welcome to donate to the channel. Why not? You know, this is basically me freeing up time. You know, doing this really is it takes up time, and time is money. So if it's a thing that you want to donate, get your Pulse domain, KvltDeFi.pls.fyi. You can just literally go there on Pulse chain and you can donate to the channel. You can do that too. Obviously, it's not mandatory, but thanks very much. It will be appreciated. With that said, I am I'm approaching 300 subs, right? I think that's pretty cool. So we're getting there. I do notice that the amount of views per video now are starting to level out. We're starting to get, so it looks like the same people are coming back, which is great. But I have seen on my analytics that 58% of people that watch these streams and watch these videos that I put out are not subscribed. So subscribe, please. It costs you nothing, right? It's free. Just subscribe and you can learn about Mafia the way we do. Okay. What is Wookie saying? From a we'll get some medicine from a planet far, far away. No, I'm going to go down. I'm going to have a hot whiskey. It's late here for me now. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I think I'll wrap this up and keep an eye out for my posts on X, and we will get the rest of this week nailed down. All right, boys and girls. All right, really, thanks very much. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Jump into the Mafias. I'll see you in the telegrams. My DMs are open. All that good stuff. Love you, leave you. Goodbye, bye, 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 bye.